What's the biggest scam in life that nobody wants to admit? Streaming services are beginning to be a scam. They charge you up the wazoo nowadays for lower quality programming than in the past. Working for retirement. We work the majority of our lives, during our fittest years of health, for the promise of a golden retirement, when we will probably be too old and ill to enjoy it properly. And to that, many retirees won't even have enough money to fund their retirement at all. The diamond engagement wedding ring. College tuition USA. Insurance, medical, vehicle, even dental packages don't fully cover a single cavity. House seems to be okay in my experience, but was a complete pain in the ass when we had a flood. Funerals. Computer and phone planned obsolescence. The idea that we owe something to our jobs. We have been sold the lie that it is our duty to work ourselves to death for shit pay until we die, and somehow be thankful for it. Ticketmaster. Property and car tax after they are fully paid off. It makes it so your property can be taken even though you own it, even after 20 years of paying for it. Also, that dental isn't covered with regular health insurance. HOAs. Mortgage slavery and rising house prices. All designed to keep the average working person in a nice little hole they can never climb out of. So you won't strike or cause any problems, as you simply can't afford not to be at work servicing your home. Prices rise to keep new generations in the same and tempt those nearing paying them off to borrow more and stay in slavery. 8-5 workday. Insurance. Big and or expensive and possibly flashy weddings. Two-party politics. Social media. Signing up for a free trial subscription, forgetting to cancel it, and then realizing your bank account has been on a paid adventure. The 40-hour work week. No goddamn way we actually need to be working more than 6 hours a day more than 4 days a week. The Industrial Revolution improved standard of living and quality of life, but working conditions deteriorated rapidly. We lost all the hard-fought time off from the feudal system. Peasants pre-industrial revolution worked less than we currently do now, and we are fighting to get back what our long-lost ancestors once had. All kinds of insurance. You pay monthly for years, then when an issue pops up they do their best not to fix your shit. Then we'll drop you for making a claim. Nobody said salary? That's the biggest scam ever pulled on the working class. Ever. We can work you like a dog for as long as we want, and you can't say shit because you're exempt. If every second you're engaged in work activities isn't being compensated, you're being scammed. If you work hard enough, you can do or become anything you want. U.S. healthcare system. Late fees. Oh, you're unable to pay your rent on time this month? Okay, cool, we'll charge you an extra $200 every 3 days. That way when you get the money, you still won't be able to pay it. Insurance. Working hard will make you rich. If you're not rich, you're not working hard enough. Some of the hardest working people are the poorest. Many have multiple jobs or it's physically hard. I bet all billionaires have soft hands. The 40-hour work week. Costs of drugs, medicine, just 10 times more than in Europe for the exact same generic pill. Trickle-down economics. Unless I misunderstood what this means, and it actually means my boss is pissing on my head instead of giving me a call raise. For anyone under 40 in the U.S. Social Security. We're paying in more than anyone ever has, and we have no chance of receiving even remotely the same benefits from it as the generations before us have. To pour salt on that wound, those from previous generations feel these infuriating sense of entitlement since they feel they paid for these benefits despite paying a small fraction of what we have and will for much greater benefits. It's the kind of robbery only a government could get away with. Insurance, all of it. BS. And the IRS. Timeshares. Pyramid schemes. Mastermind events and influencer courses that seems to be too popular nowadays. The illusion of freedom of choice. Infant circumcision being beneficial. Weight loss apps, especially the ones that starve you with points. Insurance. Luxury items, not high quality ones, but like CK, Michael Kors and others. American medical system. Insurance. The American dream. The answer is religion. Car-dependent suburbs. You are forced to spend thousands of dollars every year on a depreciating asset to participate in society. Not only does car dependency kill the environment, but also kills communities and local businesses. Whole bunch of poor people sure seem cool with being wage slaves. Seems like doing labor without receiving the lion's share of the value is definitely a scam. Parenthood. HOAs? More like hilariously overbearing associations. WA. Adult life. Insurance. Paying something you don't know when you gonna use, and when the time comes you need to pay in order for insurance to kick in. Insurance, any form of it. Also, ITT, people who don't know what taxes go for. Religion. Subscriptions for literally everything. Working until you're old as fuck and then retiring wore out and physically drained. Rent. Parenthood. We tell all women that we want it. We enforce the time limits. We tell men that they want women who want it, even when they don't want it. We tell women they're broken if they don't want or aren't good at it. We set up the entirety of society to focus shame around it, but give absolutely zero support for it. Then we demonize anyone who very reasonably and understandably fails for a moment to pretend to enjoy it. It's absolutely a sick fucking game. A dirty trick that we play on mostly, almost exclusively women. Insurance. Funerals. Loyalty to your employer. Only ever stay at a company if you don't need any addition money and the work is incredibly easy. And you need a stress-free work environment. What's the point of staying for a 2 raise each year? In fact, I should be so lucky. Was at my last 2 places for 3 years and 2 years respectively. And got 0 raise the entire time. Thankfully the first job provided me a 50 raise in salary, which helped make it more manageable when I ultimately left for a 30 decrease. This question again? Not in life, but in death. Everything funeral related is so expensive, it's a scam on the grieving family. Religions, all of them. College. Life. It's 100 fatal. Insurance is bullshit. You have to have it, and it's money for nothing. God forbid you have to use it. They'll either not pay, drop you, or raise your rates so much you should have just paid whatever it is out of pocket to start with. That whole deal is bullshit. That we have to pay for healthcare and it can't be covered by existing taxes. Wedding catering changing $100 plus a head for buffet dinner. Huge scam. Insurance. Any kind. Taxes. Car health insurance. Working 5 days a week to make other people rich. Credit score. Home ownership. You spend your working days and nights to pay for a house that you're never in, and your health is shit by the time you retire, and you either die or move to nursing home and somebody else starts working day and night paying for the house they're never in. Biden. Having kids.